Hello to all of my moods out there. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more WOODZ content. I am so excited to check out WOODZ again and new music as well. I have done WOODZ several times. I've done him in a bunch of special videos. People have recommended clips and stuff. But now we're back with an actual like full dedicated WOODZ video. We have 4 new songs for today, all recommended by you guys. So this is part 2 of this week's Random Reaction Wednesday. Part 1 was a 1 week guide. I finally checked that out. I love 1 week. Finally checked out a guide. Very fun. So yeah, let's get into this. We have 4 new songs: Busted, Pool, Meaningless, and Love Me Harder. Now these 3 do have music videos, but this one does not. So we are going to check out the lyric video. And these were recommended. So K Simmons 612 recommended Busted. They also recommended Ready to Fight, but I did get to that in a special video. So I finally got through all of K Simmons' recommendations. Very exciting. And then we also had Pluksu, who gave me a bunch of his albums and some songs from each album. From them, I chose Pool and Meaningless and Love Me Harder. So thank you to Pluksu. Christina B also recommended Ready to Fight, but again, I did that in a separate video. So let's just get into this. I'm so excited. I freaking love WOODZ. I know some of his older stuff isn't like totally similar to what he's doing now, but it is very interesting to hear sort of like where he started, when he sort of started experimenting with the more like punk, pop punk, rock sound, and then to where he is now. Very exciting. Now, first up we have Busted. This is a lyric video. It is from his 5th EP album, Ooh Lee. Very interesting. This is also where Ready to Fight came from, and Drowning. Okay. I did do Drowning. That was the first thing I ever heard from WOODZ. We have Busted from that, which was 3 years ago, April 26, 2023. Pool was from 8 years ago. Meaningless was 7 years ago, and Love Me Harder was 6 years ago. So we got the newest thing here, and then 876. That's funny. So yeah, let's just get into this. I have a little bit of coffee left. It is strawberry and cream pie. Not totally hitting because we ran out of like French vanilla and sweet creamer, like sweet cream creamer, and so I had to use a different kind of creamer, and it's just like not hitting today. But that's all we had, so whatever. And then for today, I am wearing this shade here. It's not really like a color. It just has like a sheen to it and like shimmer in it. It is Glazed Donut by LA Colors. It is really pretty though. Like when the sun's on it, girl. I am working towards a new camera. Of course, you guys can donate anything you want. You can support me on Patreon. You can donate to my Coffee Ko-Fi page. All that good stuff. Let's just get into the first one, which is Busted from 3 years ago. You push me out of my control. Okay. Starting with very angelic vocals. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. This is kind of like mixing sort of his older stuff with the newer rock stuff. His vocals though, like this softness, and then like he can hear a little roughness coming out for the chorus, but he just doesn't go in like craziness yet. His vocals are just some of the most incredible vocals that I've heard in K-pop and K-pop adjacent stuff. Very interesting instrumental. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Because he had a bit of that reference there at the end. He was like, it's like finally past his breaking point, you know? With like the rapping. Oh, that was so good. Yeah. It's a very interesting song. Very different from what I've heard before. Sort of mixing the older and the newer stuff, newer sound. Fantastic vocals like always. But overall, I really like this song. Yeah, it's really good. Quite short though. But now we're going to move on to some older stuff. This is WOODZ Pool. This was 8 years ago. This video was almost 4 minutes, so let's see if we're going to get story or if we're going to get a 4-minute song. Who knows? Let's find out. Yeah. This is more along the lines of his earlier stuff, yeah. 8 years ago. Of course I prefer his newer stuff because I love rock music. But I mean he did this well. Like he's done everything well. Which just showcases his versatility, even though he may have a preference for more like harder songs. But throughout his whole journey, he done everything well. Like he's always sounded good, even though his voice has like really been honed for a harder sound in later days. But he's always sounded really good. Okay, vocals. Ooh, it's harmonies though. He looks so different. I actually really like him with really short hair and long hair. Girl, in that Ready to Fight video, for all the extensions, he looked real good. But I really like his really short hair. You feel like I'm the one. You're diving in my pool. make a little, I can't do it right now because I got lip gloss on, but a little popping noise. Can't do it. Cute. It's so weird to see these earlier things, but I love going back and seeing sort of like where he started, even though I prefer his newer stuff. But it is very interesting to see these older songs. And again, he does it all well. Like, he's good. Like, he sounds good. Oh, this is so random, but his nose is really beautiful. True. Sometimes idols have like distinct features in terms of like there's like one feature about them that's just like strangely beautiful, you know? But yeah, it says featuring Sumin. So let me know who that is. If she is like an idol, or if she's a soloist, or just a celebrity, or let me know. Cause she sounded good. It was funny because she actually kind of sounded like the female version of WOODZ. They have similar voices. Obviously hers is just like a female voice. Like I don't really know how to like explain that. I'm not a technical person. But like you whatever, I don't. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. So next up we have Meaningless. I know this is like one long shot, which is pretty cool. Let's see what this one's got. Ooh, it's like tape. I love a good sort of like old-timey intro. There's that short hair I love. It's even like shaved on the sides. Cute. Yeah, again, more along the lines of his earlier stuff, but you can hear those vocals coming out though. Okay, artistic. And obviously a very relatable song. Even though this type of music's not really like my favorite. Lyrically, very strong. Very, ironically very meaningful to a lot of people. A lot of people have these thoughts and these doubts and just, what am I doing with my life? What am I even here for? Why am I here? What am I doing? What is this for? Why? Especially these days, girl. Like, why is any of us doing anything? And even though this music video is super simple, ooh, that's kind of cool. Super simple. It is very effective. It kind of really portrays that sort of like dull, sort of despondent, what's this word that I'm looking for? Monotonous. There's another word that I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. But it's shot very well. Very well. Okay, slay. Yeah, that was really good. Again, not my favorite type of music, but he does it so perfectly. So perfectly. And this music video was great. So simple, but so relevant and like connected to the song itself and like the feelings that it sort of portrays. Mundane, I think, is what I was trying to think of. Someone did mention that this was written at a time when he was feeling suicidal, which is obviously very horrible. I'm lucky enough to have never experienced anything like that, but I have been very depressed. I was, chronically depressed, major depressive disorder. Thankfully, I am doing so much better now. I have my times, but, it was managed through medication and I eventually was off the medication, which is great. So, but like I was saying, like a lot of people have these thoughts of like, what am I here for? Who am I? Why am I here? What even is the point of all of this? Whether that's because you're suicidal or just because you're in a just funk in your life, like these feelings are so valid and it's so common and it sucks because it's like these days, especially, like, seriously, what is this all for? Like, why am I doing any of this? I'm doing this because I love it and I love you guys. But, it's just, I could go so deep and I don't really, I don't know, I don't think you guys really want it. But it's like, I am currently unemployed. But one of my huge job anxieties is the fact that, like, I'm not starting in a good position in life. I'm starting from like the poverty line, okay? And so I will be working my entire life until I die just to do what? Pay off debts because I decided that an education was a good idea, you know? It's so stupid how society is set up like this. Why did we decide that this was like what it was supposed to be like, This is a very opposite of the title. This is a very meaningful song, but it is exactly how so many people feel, and it's awful. It sucks. So this was fantastic. And obviously, I hate that he was going through that, but I love that he was able to write this and it was able to help him. And now it's able to help so many people just really sort of really think about it, think about your life, and hopefully, help people through it by relating to it. So, anyway, moving on, we are on the last one for today, which is Love Me Harder. This was from, I think, the next album. I think Pool and Meaningless, and also Different, but I already checked out Different before. But those three were from the same album. And then these Love Me Harder is from the next album. We're going to get into it. Very curious to see what this one's going to be like. Love Me Harder, I don't really know what that could, what the song could sound like based off of the title. Okay, cinema. Oh, I don't think we don't have subtitles here. No. That is all right. This hair is wild. This hair is craziness. Oh. Interesting. This styling is craziness. Obviously, song is very different from the previous one. And even the one before that. This is very interesting. That is so sad. What a great actor as well. So he's just good at everything, I'm hearing. I wish I liked popcorn more. I wish it didn't hurt me when I was physically while eating it. Okay, what is this, counterfeit money? What is actually going on? Okay, stance. Okay. I don't know what the hail was going on in there, but okay, acting king, love. Okay. Well, I was really hoping someone would explain it to me in the comments, but okay, so clearly he died multiple times? Like, was this other version of him, was he like bringing him back to that moment to change things, but instead it just ended up with his death anyway? Because no one was noticing him after like the car accident. So I'm assuming that's just because like he died and he's just kind of like wandering, seeing that's like his funeral. And that's himself sort of watching as well, kind of laughing the whole time. And then, he gets brought back to the same place, but it's like a different situation. And it's like he still dies. Interesting. Let me know, because that was wild. I don't know what was going on, but he did great. Acting king, cinema king. Love that for him. So anyway, that'll be pretty much it for this one. Very great. We got a little deep in there in the middle there, but some videos, are okay for that. And of course, this is a safe space for everyone. Okay, we are here. If you need to escape from something, if you need to just have a nice relaxing moment away from everything, if you want to share anything in the comments, you can. I'm here. We're all here. We are supportive. We are open. We are loving. We are kind. That's another reason why I really like doing these videos, is because, of course, there is a time and a place for someone screaming, crying, throwing up, throwing themselves on the floor when they're reacting to something. And I personally love reactors like that. I think they're great. I love the dramatics. I love, but sometimes, I do enjoy a reactor who's a little more mellow, a little more chill, just sort of talking like we're having a good time with friends. And I hope that you guys can sort of have my channel as that type of thing. Just put my videos on in the background as sort of calming presence, when you're doing whatever, cleaning, art, or just anything, scrolling on your phone, eating food, whatever you want. I kind of want to be that, like, warm, comforting, gentle presence. Anyway, yeah, this was great. So again, all 4 songs, or did we do 4 songs? I don't even remember what's going on anymore. Okay, yes, we did 4 songs. One of them was quite recent. The other ones were older. All 4 songs were great. And that just goes to, and they were all very different from each other. And that just goes to show how amazing WOODZ is, the fact that he makes such different music, and it's all fantastic. So, whether it's totally my jam or not, he does it yeah, absolutely perfectly and incredible. So I love him. Of course, he will be on the channel once again in the future. Do not worry. We will be getting it into some more in the future. I do still want to check out more from his recent album because Human Instinction and Stray were some of like my absolute favorite songs this year. Yeah, that'll be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to go watch another video and click on that one right there, you don't have to, but it's there if you want it. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!